Have you ever looked at a really steep mountain and thought, there is no way anything could climb that? Well, I want to introduce you to an animal that would look at that same cliff and think, time for a snack. This incredible creature is the alpine ibex, a type of wild goat that calls the towering rocky peaks of the European Alps its home. These are not your average farm goats. They are true masters of the mountains, living at altitudes so high you'd feel dizzy just looking down. What makes them so special is their almost supernatural ability to scale sheer rock faces, a skill that has left explorers and scientists absolutely stunned for years. They are the true kings and queens of the high-altitude world. When you first see an alpine ibex, you'll be struck by its magnificent presence. The males, called bucks, have these enormous curved horns that can grow up to a meter long. These aren't just for show. They use them to battle other males for dominance and the right to mate, with loud clashes echoing across the valleys. The females, or does, have much smaller, shorter horns. Both have a thick, brownish-gray coat that keeps them warm during the harsh, freezing winters high up in the mountains. But it's not their impressive horns or their warm coats that make them superstars of the animal kingdom. It's their jaw-dropping, gravity-defying climbing that truly sets them apart. Imagine an animal that seems to have completely ignored the rules of physics. They live in a world of vertical challenges, where a wrong step could mean a fall of hundreds of feet or even thousands of feet. Yet they move with a confidence and grace that is simply mind-blowing. We're talking about cliffs that are nearly 90 degrees straight up, flatter than the wall in your bedroom. It's this unbelievable talent that allows them to find food where no other large animal can reach, and more importantly, to escape from predators like wolves, bears, lynxes that can't possibly follow them up onto these perilous ledges. So how did this amazing creature become such a legend of the mountains? The alpine ibex was once hunted nearly to extinction, mostly for its majestic horns, which were thought to have medicinal properties. By the 19th century, only a small population of about 100 individuals remained in a single valley in Italy. Thanks to some brilliant conservation efforts and reintroduction programs, their numbers have bounced back, and today they roam the mountain ranges of Italy, France, Switzerland, Germany, Austria. Their comeback story is almost as remarkable as their climbing skills, showing us just how resilient nature can be when we give it a chance to recover and thrive in its rightful home. Right. Let's get into the really cool stuff. How on earth do these goats climb things that even a professional human climber would find incredibly difficult? The alpine ibex is famous for scaling structures that look completely impossible. Sheer rock walls, the almost vertical faces of man-made dams. There are incredible videos and photos of them clinging to the side of a dam wall, hundreds of feet in the air, just to lick the salt and mineral deposits off the stones. It looks like something out of a superhero movie. They make it look so effortless, moving from one tiny foothold to the next with a calmness that is just unbelievable. Their secret is a combination of incredible physical adaptations and pure, unshakable nerve. When an ibex approaches a steep cliff, it doesn't hesitate. It scans the surface for the tiniest cracks, tiny ledges, tiny bumps, imperfections in the rock that you or I wouldn't even notice. These tiny spots become its staircase to the sky. They can balance their entire body weight on a ledge that is no wider than a couple of coins. This allows them to zigzag their way up a cliff face, moving with a slow, deliberate, and incredibly precise rhythm. Each step is carefully planned and executed, a testament to millions of years of evolution perfecting this unique and vital survival skill. What's even more amazing is their ability to leap and jump between these precarious spots. An ibex can jump up to 2 meters straight up from a standing start, and they can twist their bodies in midair to land perfectly on another tiny foothold. The home of the alpine ibex is, honestly, one of the most beautiful, but also one of the most challenging landscapes on Earth. The European Alps. High above the tree line in rocky, windswept zones between 1,800 and 3,300 meters, about 6,000 to 11,000 feet. Up there, the air is thin. Weather can change in an instant. Life is really tough. During the summer, they graze on lush alpine meadows, feasting on grasses, herbs, flowers. This is their time to build up fat reserves before the long, harsh winter arrives when food becomes scarce. As the seasons change, so does their behavior. In the autumn, the males engage in their famous battles. The sound of their huge horns clashing is an iconic sound of the Alps. These fights are not usually to the death, but are all about establishing a hierarchy to determine who gets to mate with the females. A typical day for an alpine ibex revolves around two main activities: finding food, staying safe. They are herbivores, which means they only eat plants. Alpine grasses, herbs, flowers, leaves, and shoots of small shrubs. Because this food is not very nutritious, they have to eat a lot of it, sometimes for several hours a day. They have a special stomach with 4 compartments, just like a cow, which allows them to digest tough plant material. After a morning of grazing, they will often find a safe, sunny ledge to lie down and chew their cud. They are, without a doubt, the undisputed masters of the mountains.